All right. Welcome, everyone. It's now day 18. And as per usual, I did nothing off camera. um, my time has been all eaten up by doing things with like Tears of the Kingdom or some other things I'm thinking of. Who knows what I'm thinking of. But yeah, in any case, so we made some, progress on this sort of stuff. Just, well, is this considered good enough progress? I don't know. I'm sure people can do it like 3 times as faster for what I did last time. To do more than just this here 2 stuff. Right? Before I even do that, title is alluding to something. That being, I want to go about having to do something about the Coveric stuff. Which is about time, because I have that stuff like sitting in the stash for quite some time. And we need to go about making use of... Oh. Good thing I caught that. Wouldn't there be any more scraps of iron down here, would there? I hope it's not. So... Alright, as for anything else, well, since I'm down here, let's get like a refill on some stuff. Alright, fellas, you know what to do. Also, blasphemy, I hit Alt again somehow. In the midst of everything. Now, I did not, unfortunately, do anything about frickin' the pyromaniac sort of thing. I said I was going to do that off camera, but I did not. And I probably won't even get a chance to do that either between now and tomorrow. Or ever. It's happening when things get piled up in IRL with stuff I'm wanting to do here. Also, all this wood's been accumulated. I need to make some use of that over in, I don't know. But anyways, Coveric stuff. We want to take a look into that. We don't want to, start creating like a goddamn warehouse of inactive uranium, so we want to have that taken care of. Because, let's see here. Yeah, because we have like 157 of that stuff. And given with all of this here, I think this could stay by itself, because like after all, this uranium still needs to be processed anyway. So in terms of how I want to go about doing this, I suppose it'll go ahead and sit right in the middle right here, or just somewhat close, because if I recall, actually I could just look up right here, because the main thing I'm after here for doing the Coveric stuff is nuclear fuel, and that needs to be done in combination. Oh, okay, that needs to be done in a centrifuge. Gotcha. Okay. And it takes a whopping 90 seconds for this one. So this, in this case, is where beacons come in. So I want to go about, getting my hands on some modules for in this case. Because I need them for the Coveric stuff anyways, right? So I want that stuff to be breezing by here. All right, so here's the tricky thing about the Coveric stuff, is we need to have the initial 40 pieces and 5 pieces of inactive uranium, which then will convert it to 41 active and then 2 inactive. So basically think of just having to, you know, convert the inactive to active pretty much. So it does have a way of, you know, making sure we still make use of this other than having to get, you know, uranium bullets and other weaponry. But because I'm not really doing much like combat or anything like that, and the frickin' biters is weak as shit, that will not be a need. So the only other need that we would do it for this one is nuclear fuel. And also look at the freaking long line of all this stuff here. It's like, it's ridiculous. So as a result, we would not be needing this here anymore. Gotcha. Yeah, because now those centrifuges can now all be used over to for the Quiveric stuff. I'm also going to be needing some for having to get that nuclear fuel as well. All right, so again, the tricky thing about this whole Quiveric stuff has to deal with that we convert the net gain of, well, having to grab the net gain of the products out of the stuff and all that. Which might be a thing and I have to do, but I think I have a good idea on how I can do it. All right, so so the thing is that we want to be able to get our hands on, well, we need to, I guess we need to somehow have to go and reroute all of this uranium, which should be no problem to do. But just having to stop doing this here little splitter thing and having to go up here this way. And I kind of want to have it like somewhat, you know, kind of close. Because like when this is all done, that means that any extra stuff will be sent over here. Actually, how are we doing with like fuel here? Because I wonder if like this stuff needs to have, you know, speed stuff as well going here. Given the activity for all of this, this here is not really getting a chance to be active all that much. So we might go ahead and get these here. I'm gonna give them like some light speed modules here. Alright, so while I was doing that, so in talking about Tears of the Kingdom, there has been unfortunately patches to get rid of some of the glitches that people have been finding, such as anything relating to mobility or duplicating items and such. They were really quick having to stamp that stuff out, which I know it's very sad that that sort of stuff happened, but I personally wasn't going to be doing any of that shit. But this is more for like people that like, you know, really don't care. All right, so hopefully this will work somewhat. So it's giving like a 60% speed boost here, and maybe perhaps there's going to be a lot more activity going on down here with all this. Maybe. Yeah, because that light fuel is like pretty full here. Because again, not everything is like being like fully utilized here. So that doesn't need to stick out that far here. Now I'm wondering if I want to go about having to have a set of these here machines to doing its own little separate thing to do the nuclear fuel. Or do I just go about, you know, splitting it off? Because the thing is, like, these all directly go towards making the rocket and such. Come to think of it, isn't there already like one for making like rocket fuel down here? Ah, there is. Yeah, that's all. That is all dedicated for this stuff here. I'm kind of torn on this idea here. Apparently this has some productivity modules in this one here. So, like, I'm torn about this because, like, when I have, like, a setup like this over here and having a backlog of this here, obviously this is intent for, to send over to the trains. And that's, of course, why I'm making nuclear fuel, is that is for the trains. So because of that, I mean, with the worker bot speed having to, like, be increased, I think it's going to be okay. But still, I would prefer that if this was, like, located, all that stuff being relocated to the other side. But with this whole setup being like all right here, and then we have the rocket stuff being made like right here, it would make sense having to like get it off of here. So I would hazard a guess, if I want to go about messing about with this, is that I would take the equal amounts of what I have as like down here, which I think seems to be like 2 chemical plants and then and assembly machines here, and we'll just go about just duplicating that setup and just bringing it over there instead. Because I think now for the time, I think maybe for the, well, I don't know. Actually, no, who am I kidding? Yeah, like, because I was thinking at first, like, all the trains that I have that's operating all down here in this here enclosed space here, it can just have rocket fuel, but then it's like, no, we want to go fast. So yeah, now the difference being is that, like, you know, if all those trains down there need to be fueled, then yeah, I guess it's just going to be a little bit of a travel time for that. So anyway, do I have some chemical plants on me? I do not. All right, let me get some of that here. So has anybody had some good choice food as of late? I certainly have, because I had some Chinese. And I went for my usual favorite, which is peanut chicken and vegetable lo mein. So that was good stuff. And they give you a lot too. like the amount of peanut chicken that I was given was like 4 servings, you know, for me personally. And I just had my 2nd serving for lunch today, and suits me well. Also, I gotta think of something for like good eats on 29th, of course, because, you know, Memorial Day and everyone's gonna be barbecuing. For me, I don't know jack shit about it. I don't know, because like I remember one time, like I think I was on like in a call with Mike, and I was like, I don't know how to barbecue, and he's like, oh, it's pretty simple. You just like put it on the grill and you flip it every so often, then you're done. You don't know me. I go by instructions, not by judgment, or by I don't know. But yeah, that's the thing. I could just be lazy and just go for a microwavable sort of thing that's barbecue or something. Which no, that would defeat the purpose of barbecue if you're heating up something in the microwave. All right. Let's get ourselves the another set of rocket fuel production going on here. All right, so the thing is, I still want to have there be an option to go about expanding on this. So I need to probably try to put this off to the side a little bit, which will probably involve doing a little bit of this. Yeah, something along those lines here. I obviously built them too close to that. Oh, see, and now the problem is that they're all in the way. So maybe I need to like bring this down even further. Yeah, like all this bot stuff, that doesn't need to be expanded here, so we're good. Here, actually, here. I need to try to make this down a little bit more farther, maybe. Yeah, we don't need an extra one here. Nope, already working. Just need to have some power going on. All right, good enough. All right, so now let's move on to the more exciting part, which is the Coveric stuff. All right, so this time is going to involve having to make use of beacons because we want the stuff to be fast. So I need to make sure there's some open room here because, of course, we need to have ourselves like another set of centrifuges, which, by the way, let's... Well, I'm not, I don't, am I within, well, how much of it do I have like in storage right now? Did I set it to like 5 or something? There's 4. Oh. Well, let's see if we can try to get our hands on centrifuge. Because there needs to be a minimum of 10. Ah, busy. Still haven't trying to rack my brain of like what to do now for a video idea. Again, like my mind always likes to go towards some like big ideas. But it's kind of like, you know, these big ideas that I just don't have time for. Or rather, yeah, just generally big ideas. That eats up a lot of time. I still haven't figured out like something that would be like very quick to do. Because I'm a very solitary man. Alright, let's like make it about like close to here, pretty much. And I have the feeling need having to go about doing 5 of these. Alright, so the idea here is that we want to have, see, both of the active and inactive going up here, and then we have the finished stuff going down here. I kind of roughly remember how all of this would go here. And do I want this to be a special logistics chest for this case? I don't know if I would want to, though. And also the inactive stuff is just going to loop back around over here. Most likely. So this is going to have to involve using a splitter. Telling it to go ahead and filter the dead stuff. Yep, there you go. Which will go ahead and loop back around. Now I think this whole, I think from what I've seen before, is that this would involve using stacker inserter. And yeah, we might as well go with just me. I make that steel chest then. Alright, so the thing is that we want to be able to grab the net gain of the product out of the chest here. And what we're going to do is we're probably going to end up, you know, going to use a fast inserter for this. And I'm thinking we would want to... So of course that's the enable condition for this. And I think we want to do this when it is greater than 40. But we're going to override the stack size to 1 because we only want this to be 1 at a time. Well, hold on a second, because like, because the thing is that like we're also going to be having like another one of these right here. That's gonna place them back out on here, continuing the loop. That and the fact that when I have, well, actually no, I don't need to bring more of the don't really need to bring in like more of the uranium from there over to here, because it's already like self-producing all that stuff. Let's see here. See if they're gonna do it like here on this farthest side of the belt, and then when they split it, it should still be like on the farthest side here. So as far as I'm aware, it's not gonna clog anything here. All right, so the problem that I was thinking of is that like it needs to go about like reading the contents here at all times, right? And for me, having it for at least 40 would imply that it needs to be 40 in there at all times in order for it to start activating. Because the thing is, like, as soon as like the stuff comes out and then goes into here, it's going to immediately be spat back out and repeating the process. Because let's see, because I have like 158 of the stuff here. And there's like 5 units of all this. Also, I gotta take into account the beacons here. Which I'm gonna be needing more beacons for. See, that is a lot here. But can we try to repeat this to the other side? Signs point to no, not really. So I feel like I need to have this a little bit up, maybe. So I can't fully get it all. Or maybe I can. I don't know. Yeah, because there's like 2 of them right down there that's not going to be able to benefit the rest here. I wouldn't know how to squeeze that in even further. Well, I mean, there's maybe one thing I could try. Actually, no. This is silly. Well, actually, no. Maybe this isn't here. Let me try it here, because like what? See, when it reaches here, I'm actually make it go here. And here, I'm gonna go ahead and make this go underground here. And then just move this over. And that should be fine. But I'd like you to orient the correct way. And these are out of range for the rest. Alright, so let's get ourselves more beacons for this. Also, I need to go about changing the amount on this here. Alright, so now I want 5. So by then there should be another round of this being done. Now what did I come here for? I'm easily forgetful today. Oh yeah, more beacons. Could have easily requested them. Now I will. Now I will. And that's what does it. Does that? Okay. Stroke counter number 5. No, that's a lie. I'm sure it's like way more than that. That's such like a weird design out of all this here. Also, actually, no mineral resources off of this here, really. Who would have thunk? That one was actually finished. Oh, as well as that. Oof, hold on a second here. It's interesting to see like all this uranium actually like making a dent in all this. So all right, anyways. All right, so I kind of have to like, set it like this here. Because it needs to be able to make an exit after all this. Oh yeah, this needs to have a condition on this here as well. I'm pretty sure. And I think we want to, have the override stack size being set to 5. It's probably best, they have an override stack size of 5. Because having something like specific as 12 would, I mean, I could probably just do 10 as well. Yeah, let's try 10. Yeah, so anyway, the enable condition for this is going to read that, and it'll be enabled when maybe I can control the inventory on this one. Now, question is, can I have some sort of condition based upon between the two of them? I don't know if it helps at all having to do that. Because when I have them both connected, they're going to... well, I don't have this checked, so I guess that's not... so I guess there's really no point in having them connected anyways. So let's see. If I was to have this, set this to greater than Hmm. I wonder if I set this to probably, you know, less than or equal to 40. Well, actually, no. Hmm. How am I gonna do this, huh? Because the thing is, I know of a much more sophisticated way of having to produce this stuff with this whole process. I just refuse to use it. Because it's like, it's not my idea. It's someone else's. And I want to go about using my thing. Just to prove that I can do it. It's pride, damn it. Also, my right eye has been twitching like crazy. It's kind of annoying sometimes. Also, once again, I'm getting quite warm right now. So, of course, we want to try to get one piece of it off of there. So this here, like, logistic connection sort of option here, that makes me curious about, like, how I'm gonna make use of that there when it's, yeah. The thing is, I think it needs to, like, remain active at all times. Hmm. Of course, we need to go about having to, yeah, configure all this here. So the sad thing about this is the only way that I'll be able to, the thing is, I want to be able to get the net gains out of all this, like, immediately, right? So, because if I let it go as is, it's like the only time I will be able to get the stuff out of this here is when there's like a backup of the uranium along the line here, and it's all full in here, and the chest has like 40 of them in there. That of course we don't want, right? I think I might have to settle on a blueprint for this. And here I said earlier I was going to try to do like my own design, but oh, tail between my legs moment. All right, let me take a look at this one here. The hell is this? I'm pretty sure it doesn't need to be like that. Like, what? Wait, this whole thing is like in segments? Start, end. Well, let me have a look at this here. Well, that's not what I was expecting. Oh, that's meant to go for having to self-process all that stuff for the nuclear reactor and shit. But at some point we're gonna have to, well, actually no, because there's still like 2 other things of that right over here for that. But yeah. Hmm. All right, so we're gonna might as well have to go for like a different idea here. All right, might as well go about having tried this here idea. Grab this. Whoa, what the shish? Tileable circuitless. Okay, so apparently this is done with just like 1. Maybe I only do need just 1. All right, let me go about, you know, demolishing this. And have him take a look at this here. Difference being that this here is the blue stuff here, which is not what we have currently. Alright, so how does this go about working here? Apparently this is seen as circuitless by the description. All right, let's... Actually, we should probably go about trying to flip this around. And have this somewhat close here. All right, so we have the input going right here. It's gonna be pulling it off of here, and apparently that one going over here as well. Oh, seriously, it's using a filter stacker? What? Okay, fine. And of course it needs speeds modules for that shit as well. Actually, wait, constant combinator was... Oh, wait, that's right. It was part of that other thing. For demonstration purposes. Also, these things are right here. Alright, there it goes. So apparently it is doing the filtering thing, having to take, yeah, that off of there. That filters to get the uranium out of there. Cycles it back around. But how is that able to do like exactly 40? Is it because of... I don't know, the override stack size is not contributing to this. Because like if it does this like in increments of 5 or 10, maybe that's what it needs to be done. It needs to be like in increments of 10. Of course, it's needing to get in the rest of that stuff here. I wonder, has it filled up another inventory of the... wait, where is it? Ah, here it is. Oh, it almost got everything. Oh, apparently it's set up using productivity modules. I mean, it makes sense, because we're getting more out of it. So judging by the way things look, I think this is like tileable. So if I would, copy this. And it sits comfortably right here, pretty much. Which I might do at some point. Depends on like how much of this is like getting produced every once in a while. Because like, how long is the stuff here? 60 seconds? I see. Thing is, I don't really think I would need to have like such like an input of all the Kuveric stuff, or rather the good stuff right in here, because we already have like the initial 40, which is all that it needs, because all we need is just get the inactive stuff going here. So let me go and do that already. Yep, turn Blair. Please. There. uh, there it goes. So, of course, it's going to go ahead and scoop up this stuff here. Here, let me take that away. And that. Actually, no, it does need to be there because all the extra stuff is going to go towards having to make all the fuel. So if anything right now for the time being is to get all of this here and drop it off there. Maybe I should not have done that. Actually, maybe it needs that to be a stacker instead. All right, so that one's way more than full. And that's actually not needed anymore. Okay, why aren't you taking it? Oh, right, because it assumes that I have blue belts, which I don't. Dang it all. All right. There it goes. Wonder if this will help if I actually got rid of that. Here, let's see if I can go about having to bring this on over. Well, kinda. Actually, let's go about like undoing that for a moment. And we flip that around. And from there we use a stacker inserter. And let's get back that substation here. Yeah, given the design for this here, like I admit defeat. So plus the design behind it just still assumes the idea of that it's not like exactly precise. let's get you all out of here. Probably go about and grab myself like a long-handed inserter, perhaps, which grabs some of the extras over here and bring them over here. So that can be served as a buffer. Yeah, because when this here line gets all filled up here, I might as well just give you guys extras here. There, now it's at a point of like there being like a net gain of all this here. I think. Here, let me get it like. There we go. Actually got a better idea. I'm gonna have it like, yeah, make its way through. Whoops. Actually, that needs to be up by one. There, now it can all like be buffered through here, and then be brought up here. Here, let me bring that stuff, bring that to the back here. Well, actually, no, it does have to be over here because all this inserters are pointing towards this here at the end. So I had that right initially. Actually, that probably won't, these here won't be needed anyways. Yeah, the internal buffer is like now pretty dang full. All right, now for the next part, which is having to bring that uranium up here. Oh, need one more of those. And plop. See, now it's working at maximum speed. Alright, so it's just a matter of going about having to bring that stuff up. Ah, hand. So I caught you being suspicious. So yeah, anyways, might as well go about making this go like straight up. All right, let's see here. So this here requires its own set of centrifuges as well. Then I have more centrifuges than I actually need, but I'm still gonna assume that there being like 5 of these. I see they're all on one side here. Same goes for this. So we can do a 1-1 sort of belt sort of thingy. I just need to somehow make them merge in a neat way. Alright, you know it. That is what we want. Actually, let's see if we can go and try to design it with beacons in mind. So it's like, that's like, yeah, like 90 of that stuff. Might as well throw in like productivity modules in this one as well. It's interesting that it is accepting that. I guess it is tagged as an intermediate product. So I guess that would make sense. I need to get myself like another set of that stuff though. I need to go about making a set of the oh, what is it? Of those modules. It's like I have like the tier 1 versions right sitting down here. That's efficiency. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna go about getting getting those beacons. Bacons. Where's my bacons at? Sad that I always have to type that in. I mean, I made them all for a reason, so they go about having to... and then having delivered over to me afterwards. So now I need to get the stuff for all this here. Mistake of a lifetime. So now it's going to take forever for doing that. But you know what? Considering the design for this being all fully surrounded by beacons. Let's see if I can go about doing the same idea with this for that there then. So I've been kind of like brainstorming some ideas for like other kind of like streaming ideas that I could do. Because I kind of want to go about having to like integrate the idea of the whole like star power thing that I have. Or some sort of like other like, you know, chat integration sort of thing, and having to like have them all integral to like some sort of challenge run or something, or some sort of challenge playthrough. Because that way it'll help make like some games that I want to play a lot more interesting. Because ultimately it'll be a self-imposed challenge with like viewer interaction in that sort of sense. Because my idea was that I seen playthroughs on old school RuneScape where chunks of the game are locked behind certain requirements. And there's one series that I've seen where like in order to progress you need to buy an expensive item that's worth 1 mil at least in order to unlock a chunk of your choosing in order to progress. And the goal is having to get the quest cape. So I wanted to think of like something where I'm like I'm chunk locked, and in order to get further I would have to spend star power in order to unlock it. And, you know, the way for me to gain star power is I need to go about doing certain tasks and such that I've valued at or something like that. It's just a very wild idea, but I think it could make things engaging. And obviously to get around that, aside from me having to complete tasks for myself, I would have, of course, you people's having to throw stars at me, which, hey, it's an option. If you got stardust, throw it at me. I can make use of it later. So I obviously want to have that to be applicable to like other stuff. So it's definitely very much a work in progress. Also, the project modules are almost done here. I made 9 apparent. Wait. Oh no, wait. That was the stuff I harvest off of that other thing, right? I did, yeah. How many beacons are saved in here? Oh, there's a lot. Yeah. Give me all the beacons that you got. Go ham. Go ham. I'm actually not a fan of ham. That's probably going to be a big shock for some of yous. I think I don't know what it is, because like there's some pork products that I like. Obviously I like bacon. Ribs is, while the taste doesn't bother me, the texture is just something off, because it feels like at any moment I'm gonna bite into like bone or something. I guess it really all depends on like the ribs that I eat, you know, or where I get them from, shit like that. Actually, it would have been better if I just had like, here, let me get these off, because I would like to have them used elsewhere. Because like all of this use of the productivity, oh wait, yeah, oh, crap, I could have gotten these freaking like productivity modules off of these here. Because here, like now when I go about doing this here, the rest of the machines are more likely having to do their work anyways. Alright, so obviously I want to see about having to try to make this as a tileable sort of thing here. I wish there was a way to having to like make it so that like any pre-existing beacons can be that are empty, or rather for like anything that accepts modules, be able to make the order in like and then in a different way rather than having doing a copy paste sort of thing with the pre-existing ones in them. All right, obviously there's this. All right, whoa. Okay, this we won't need you anymore. Well, if I want to make this tileable, and I probably want to go ahead and expand this out to out this way. So I would have to see, I would have like insert like both here and here. Here, I want to do this the other way. In the correct direction. And I'll have that going up. Oh, actually, no, that would not work because okay. Different idea. Have it underground here. All right, so this here top, of course, is going to be the rocket fuel. I'll grab it from down there for this one. Now, same thing goes. Oh, this needs to be down a little bit more. And in the reverse direction. Actually, that can stay connected. There, because like now when I want to go about having to tile this, I can just do it like that. And just from the space of this, I could probably extend this out for a total like 4 or 5, which is the amount of centrifuges I wanted to have anyways. Also, this is the amount of gains that we got from this so far. That's neat. Alright, now I need to supply this thing with power, which I think we can probably easily do with just one substation. Yeah, everything's in that cube, just we need to connect it. There you go. How's power doing? It's not too bad. And there's our first piece of nuclear fuel. Alright. Now, to give this... and have this in here in a passive provider chest, which unfortunately needs to be within range. Alright, that'll have to do then. Yeah, let's have this sit here a little bit closer. Oh shit. Stack size of 1. Oof. I did not realize that was a problem. Huh. Well, definitely going to be a backlog of this one now. Here, I'm going to feel feisty and having to lay down another one of these. So you might as well go about having like a full thing of this here. Alright, so now all I need to do is I need to go about keeping all the chests filled with the nuclear fuel. Yeah, I think just only having 2 is going to be good enough. So now let's see about having to go about reassigning all the active chests to take nuclear fuel now. And since it can only stack 1 at a time in each slot, so we're going to be needing 3 of these. I'm just going to go ahead and probably let some of the more like remote... Yeah, the oil stuff, I don't think that really needs it right now, but so I'll let it make use of its rocket fuel that it currently has right now. But in terms of the more active stuff, such as iron and copper that's like sitting right down here, of course, that's going to be needing that. All right, is it on the way? Yes, they are. There we go, it's got it. All right, time to do it for its stone now. See, now I got all this like extra rocket fuel. I need to go and make use of this here. Oh, there it goes. It'll be back on the next road. Wait, what? Don't do that. I said don't do that. This is nuclear fuel, dang it. Nice. And keep in mind, like, how long like nuclear fuel lasts on a train is like 30 minutes at least. It's a very specific like odd number of seconds, but like when you go about doing some quick maths, it's like incredible. All right, now for coal. Oh my god, it's been doing freaking regular coal this entire time. That's unacceptable. We need to get you some juice. Like actual juice. I need to get myself an active, well, not active, but requester chest. I mean, I'm going to be eating this anyways. Am I within a network? Now I am. All right. Damn it, it's already on the move. Oh, yeah, yeah. There you go. Go ahead and get me all the fixins. All right. Woo! Look at that thing go. All right. All right, now, of course... There you are. Replace you. Oh, damn it, of course. Alright, change this to... make that 3. We won't be needing this anymore. Ah, finally, this tier stuff is done. That means now I need to go about having to revamp all of this here. Because now that coal's not only really being like used for like steam. That and plastic. More often than not. Okay. Get the shitty coal out of there. So now you can go about being busier than normal. Alright, because let's see, we got... oh dear. They're gonna come over here and they're gonna be quick. Alright, let's see, we got... So there's like 3 lines here, pretty much. So 2 to 3. Line splitters. See, that wasn't too bad. I responded in just enough time. So I think that's all the current trains that's being active right now. Of course, we have the ones that are right up there, so we can just make the quick change to them anyways. All those extra Actually, let's get that extra rocket fuel over to the rocket, because it can use it. It can very much appreciate that. What was my drop key? Z? It was Z. Go ahead and saturate that line here. Okay, so that would also mean I need to go about taking care of this old rocket fuel production being down here. So that's no longer needed. Let's see, is it... okay, I was going to make sure that it wasn't connected to anything here. I don't think, yeah, doesn't go over that way. There. Like it never happened. Still waiting on getting more of those speed modules for all that stuff. Oh, is there already like a good backlog of that stuff? Yeah, pretty much. Because I was curious to see like what it looks like when extras are being bypassed by the handle here. Oh, I guess that's what it looks like, kinda. Because like I guess that's like what it was like by default for the blueprint design. It's best I didn't have to mess with it. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of this here. Now let's get the trains that we have up here currently and have them all changed. Alright, change that to nuclear fuel. And I think those are the only two ones that I have for all that. The thing is right now all this stuff has like its current fuel still in there. I may have to go about having to grab some existing ones and having to feed them manually instead. Yep. That's how it do it. Because I said we have assigned... Let's see. I think it was like 2 of them. Yeah, there was 2 for each thing there. Alright, who's the next guy here? Down to the left. You know, the fact that I'm giving all this energy to the trains here, that reminds me. Um, so I happened to see like this new product in the store today, or rather, well, new to us, that is, called Jocko. It supplies stuff for protein shakes and energy drinks. And the thing is that like I'm quite hesitant for like both of those things just because of well, it's mainly the energy drink stuff, but like because that's what I've been having as of late is, you know, my own protein shakes. But the key thing in them I'm looking for is that it doesn't have like bad artificial sweeteners and whatnot, because I'm always trying to go for the alternative stuff. And from what I have found in the Jocko products is that they use monk fruit. And the type of protein that's in it is whey, so don't have to use the plant stuff anymore. Not that it was a problem having to use plant-based ones. It's just that from what I've gathered is that whey protein seems to work better with the body compared to plant protein. All right, now we give it to you here. There you go. So it'll be something for me to go ahead and pick up later today, or not today, but in a couple days. I need to do some, like, you know, shopping at some point. I wasn't really going to go ahead and try that energy drink, even though, like, the ingredients on there does seem good as well. Still, like, along the same lines of it being, like, artificial sweetener and all that. So, yeah, I'm definitely on board with all that. Yeah, I definitely think I probably, like, went overboard with all that. What the shit? What? How did I manage to... Oh my god. How did I manage to do that? Gross. Also, is there any reason for this to be down here? And let me see a look at the network layout here. Yeah, that one's okay-ish there. Alright, 75 on that one. Do I have anything pending on here? I do. Alright, I need to actually go about canceling that because I need to get my follower robot count, I think, up to level 10. 10, 9, yes. That way I'll be able to get a total of... Oh, the cost on that is not bad, actually. I mean, compared to... Because, like, this is, like, very, like, unexpected stuff. Defender and Destroyer. Because let's see, right now... So, yeah, so that's the So from what I guess, it's not it's a, it can't be like 50 of like one type and 50 of the other. I think that's just like in total then. That's what I would assume. Oh yeah, I need to get rid of some other garbage. Again, this could always use some fuel. See, do I have any speed 1 modules here? Maybe I can just like throw them like simple like tier 1s inside all this stuff for rocket fuel. But actually, like what's considered like the bottleneck for this here rocket silo? It could be because of this stuff here. See if we about get a whole bunch of like tier 1s here. All right, bots, give me the entire stock of tier 1s. Oh, we don't need that here. All right, so all the stuff relating to satellite, that doesn't need to be done because that stuff gets done quicker than the frickin' rocket. So actually, maybe I need to go about surrounding the rocket silo with some speed up beacons. This is going to be quite the odd mix. What the hell? Shit, that's not what I meant to do. So I have to manually put those ones in. That's a bit annoying. Alright, does this happen to... Yeah, that easily undoes the productivity on that one. Yep, it's just waiting on the on that stuff then. Actually, the progress bar on this here is actually pretty fast. So I don't think it really needs speed beacons. It's the rocket control units that need them. 30 seconds. I'm sure that I have some. Yep, I do. All right. There, perhaps that'll help things along quite nicely. There'll probably have to be like a mod that I have to get my hands on, which will tell me what the, not only what the default crafting time is, but also what the new one is. Right on the tooltip, because that would be pretty good. Yeah, now I think, yeah, because like all the other stuff like the low density structures, that's not really an issue right now. Because everything else is like on hold until like we get some more of that space science. And right now it's doing the best it can right now. All right, so now that we have that all done, I'm wondering what might be the next best idea for all this. I wonder maybe I should go about trying to integrate the current, the new train system with the old one. Because then that way I'll be able to have access to this here iron ore, pretty much. I could require like some overhaul of things here and there, perhaps. Oh, there it goes. All right, getting more of that juicy stuff. Let's go. Yeah, like the way that the progress is going on here is not terribly slow, so I'm down to clown with that. So since we're Factorioing up things and all that, I did happen to catch something caught my eye with a Minecraft mod pack that tries to, you know, emulate the progression that of Factorio with all the mechanics and whatnot. It's called Feeding the Factory, and I figured that might be something we can do in the future. So as much as I like Divine Journey 2 and wanted to like do a fresh playthrough on that, I may have to do Feeding the Factory first. But that's something we can look into for sure. Let's see. You know, I want to go and do some fun stuff here. I want to go about having to go after those frickin' biters. Might as well go about having to get some of the one of the achievements out of the way. That being having to impact the spawn thingies of a thingy. Let's see, that one is survive a hit 500 damage or more, which if there's only like if there's like a way having to like reliably do that, that would have to be to deal with trains. Cause I don't know what else does like mass amount of damage. And it says we do need to go about clearing out all those biters anyway. So let's go about making ourselves a tank. I think there was like I originally had a well, did I? No, I didn't. For some reason I thought I wanted to go ahead and do a thing for auto making tanks for me, but I guess not. All right. So steel and gears. Now we just need engine units. Which is probably not going to be a whole lot from down here. You know what? Here, hold on. I think this whole place could use an upgrade here. All right, so that is tier 2 to tier 3s here. There, that's more like it. Oh yeah, I did make one thing apparently, which is these flamethrower turrets, which, again, why do I have those? You know, maybe what I could, well, I think I did this because, like, I probably want to look into the future of having to design my own, I guess, defense barrier or something, even though I'm not going to be actively attacked or anything. We'll see. I need to go about cleaning up my table here. Of some things here. Here, I'll have that sitting there for now. Cause I need to go about making those like junctions and shit like that. I'll refine that at some other point. Which could be tomorrow, I don't even know. B-pose, no, D-pose. I think people like use the terms like depots and stackers. So I think they all mean the same thing. I don't know. Anyways, we have made ourselves a tank, so let's see. So vehicle, machine gun, and flamethrower, and a tank cannon. All right. So I don't need to supply the thing here because it's already part of it, I think. We just need to give it... Ah, you know what? Finally, we do have a use of some of that stuff here. Let's get ourselves like uranium rounds and shit. Need to make use of all of that uranium stuff here. You know what? Here. Oh, that is connected. Okay. Well, then perhaps I'm going to go ahead and do a thing here. Do I have some on here? Where's my assembly machines? It's just always so hard having to like read it through all this. I don't have any of it apparently. Another thing to request. Assuming I still have some. They're probably still having to convert a bunch of the machines here. Well, thankfully you did prioritize me in that case. Anyways, I only needed one. Anyways, because why I'm thinking I can just have an assembly machine sitting right next to this here. Let's see, right here. Where is it? Uranium rounds. Then I can get a requester chest. Oh, son of a bitch. Of course, that's always the caveat to this. Oh, that's actually within range. Okay, so we're good. Yes, baby. Ah, yes. More speed. Oh, that actually works. Okay. That is technically connected, so we're good. All right, logistic request. Get the piercing rounds over here. Get 200 of those. Then we have storage chest. That being uranium rounds. Let's see, I want this to be uranium rounds. Let's keep it at like 600. So go ahead and undo all that, because it should not be me doing all that. Now, wasn't there anything else I want to go about supplying my tank with here? Because, like... Ah, cannons. So I need to start with a cannon shell. Then followed by the uranium. I wonder if that might be a little bit overkill, since they are just like rather weak things. Honestly, I think we need to do like do the atomic bomb at least once, right? Be a shame if I didn't do that. Ah, so yeah, that's where all that other good uranium is going to go into. And also the other use for the rocket control units. It would actually be a good idea if I had made a submachine. I don't know if I actually kept it anywhere. Surely I must have, right? Actually, no, like, I had no reason to. So I guess we're actually making one. So given all the like the weaponry that's within the tank here, there's like multiple controls involving that. Let's see. I wonder if like it actually like does both, or can it only like do like one at a time? Oh, I see. All right, so okay, well, if I'm going to be running like a freaking speed demon on the freaking tank here, let me actually go about grabbing a handful of, well, initially like some rocket fuel, but I want this to actually take some nuclear fuel. This will be very interesting to see like how this will go. Yeah, it starts with that. Then this. Ooh. 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 Wow, trying to like deaccelerate is like really difficult. Also, I need to carry some like repair packs if that's going to happen frequently. Did I have like a separate thing on the side that's making flamethrower fuel for me? Maybe? Oh, I do. Yes. Yeah, here's a bunch. There you go. Easy stuff. I know why I'm doing that when I could just easily request this. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just step out of the system? I'm sorry. Oops, I'm sorry. Oh, look at them go. Now that's some pretty good speed. Nice. All right, we need to give this guy some of its some flamethrower stuff as well. And so do I. Well, okay, let's see what happens, I guess. Actually, I wonder if I want to go about let's see. Yeah, an energy shield here. I mean, I have stuff on me, I might as well. It probably not going to be needed anyways, but I have extra space for it. Should be a cakewalk. Ooh, mama, look at that. 19 million iron on that one. So this is definitely a case of us having to go and scoping out the scene and see what we can get our grubby little hands on. I'm surprised I've not seen like another source of like oil anywhere on the map, as far as I'm aware. It really is just like nowhere in sight. Oh, only enough to do that, pretty much. Okay. Alright, let's take it easy. Oh, wow. That did not damage the frickin' tank at all doing that. Alright, let's scope out the scene here. I assume these are just doing nothing here. Yeah, these are all small biters, as I expected. And we need to go ahead and pummel over frickin' many of those things. Alright, let's line ourselves up. Well, before I do anything stupid that I might regret, save here. Charge! Alright, let's charge up again. And down we go. It just like one-shots them. It's so funny. No, no entities being damaged. You crazy. It did et through my uranium though. So let me switch that around. Alright, yeah, so we went ahead and like killed those frickin' spawners easy. Just having to collide into them. And just because how easy that was, I'm just gonna give myself a measly point for that. Yeah, there's like no other like combat oriented thing to do after all that there, so. Yeah, let's go up like further north here because seeing that iron all the way up there, that is definitely juicy. So we're gonna make use of that. Oh, I apparently collided into a cliff. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do it on foot. Here. Hey. Okay, fine. I'll just use frickin' bullets. Besides, while I'm here, I mean, these trees look all like dried up. Here, let me go ahead and add that to the list. Because I guess like while I'm here, as well as actually getting like a actual numeral indicator that trees are being burned here. I have no idea like how they like the easily spread, so I'm gonna just oh shish. Hang on a second, I'm gonna get me the tank. Here, I'll do some flames here. Oh, I'm stuck. These damn cliffs. I think what got ended up destroyed was some of my construction robots. You know, I just realized tomorrow's going to be the start of SGDQ. And I say that because, like, I'm curious, like, if Factorio is, like, one of the entries for it. I do know one game that's entered for it, Pizza Tower. It's going to be an any % run. So that's fun. Hey, look at that. It's all enclosed off over here. So now I imagine if I want to go about making use of over here on this side here, I'm likely going to have fun and having to like drop an atomic bomb on them or something. Or artillery shot. Well, yeah, I haven't looked into artilleries yet. Shitty thing is like my whole base hasn't had like a mall set up in mind for like making those things. Damn you. Well, I had my fun. And almost like I never have to use this tank again for the rest of the playthrough, maybe. Because I think the car would have like better like top speed, I think. Because obviously if you're driving a tank, it's heavy. Stop it. Oh, Jesus. Oh, jeez. Alright, so never again. Jeez, can you imagine colliding into the frickin' like nuclear reactor? That'd be shit. Absolute. Just absolute. Oh. I'm just gonna have to dump this off in here so I don't accidentally use them. Now the question is, because of like the increased speed, does it cause the boss to deplete their energy faster, or is it just the same? Ooh, now it's actually dealing with a shortage of rocket fuel with this one. So let's see about having to change that now. Okay, I do have some of the tier 1s of those there. Like I was gonna say, I have like a tier 3, so I might as well just do that then. So with that being done, how's light oil? That one's actually still capped out. And nuclear fuel's now being capped out. And look, oh my god, look at the freaking like, oh geez. Yeah, making one of this was just enough for, in this case. And I didn't even have to like make like a second one of these, I think. Actually, something I could probably do is that I'm going to go ahead and have this priority on the right. Otherwise, this can go up here and meet up with the rest of them here. Except I need to change this up, because they need to be here on the top. Shit. I didn't do that, no. There you go. It needs to be sitting on the top. Just because I think like when it makes its way on over. Oh no, it already does that. Never mind. So yeah, it can sit along the same thing here. There you go. Give you all that juicy rocket fuel so you can launch once again. Let's have another watch. And goes another satellite, and with another round of space science. And with it no longer, it's going to be a nice number, but that's the game we play in this hall. All right, so is there any other kind of interesting thing that I can do today? I think I did have like save it on a list somewhere. To-do list. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's actually, yeah, let's go make a freaking Spidertron. I think we might have enough time having to do that. I was like, oh, what does it entail having to make that? I think it was a portable fusion reactor and a bunch of other whatsits here. Apparently, yeah, it needs raw fish. Funny. It's a good meme. Oh wow, 4 exoskeletons. I already have that on my person though. Jesus. Oh goodness. All right. Because I only want to make one, so we might as well just go and scavenge around for some loose stuff here and there. Alright, steel here. Apparently had a little bit of blues on me. So, all right, 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Next is, yeah, let's do a rocket launcher, which that should be no problem. Get a bunch of the greens. And classic iron. One, two, three, four. So yeah, let's go ahead and pick up some low density structures. Wherever they're kept. Oh god, I'm full. Oh Jesus. Apparently there's like one on my person. Oh shit. Alright, rails go bye-bye for now. Ooh, I need to go about crafting efficiency modules here. Because I don't think I've ever, like, made efficiency 3. I could try. How many is it asking for me? 2. Nice. I do not. Just need a, yep, a mixture of reds and blues once again. Here, we need to go about taking these out, actually. Need to get these all up to speed here. Speed? Alright, no rails for this time being here. I'm definitely gonna have to redo something about the frickin' like green chips here. Damn, I have like one piece of like nuclear fuel and it's like I want it to be like used up or something. So I don't know, I'm gonna go ahead and stick it on over this way here. There, it is all yours. That definitely does not balance it out. How do I go about balancing that? I guess something like that. Oh, wait, so what's the case of this over here? Oh dear. Problems. Yeah, we won't need those for the time being here. And so maybe that'll help keep all those things busy now. Yeah, because it wasn't getting like properly split across all of this here. Maybe there's a more better way of having to do it, but yeah, I have to do. Oh, because like now the rest over here is just like all eaten up after what was left over from it. Right now we're where? Yeah, it's that does not need to be there clogging up my inventory. So since it's requiring the portable fusion reactor, that's quite of a hefty thing for me to go for already. Let's see, has there already been some sort of buildup of blue chips for anything? Well, there's some that goes to here. This may be something I have to, well, I don't know. We might be able to get it done in time. What if we have like some of the extra, oh wait, no we don't. All right, yeah, because blue chips are not being sent over here. Durr. Ugh. Because I'm the one that's hoarding them. $15, $16. I have enough to like, make one of those. One. God, I like how the crafting time is like 10 seconds on this damn thing while the other stuff before it isn't. Let's see here. Still needing a bit more of this. Didn't I need like the blue chips for like other stuff? Oh, well, of course, efficiency modules. Like, oh geez. Sorry, like I just like want my my freaking toys here right now. Like, give me the Spidertron. Jeez, look at this. Like, now this whole thing's being all backed up. Eventually, at some point, all of this is going to get backed up. And I'm not sure how I feel about that, because like that's like always something always to constantly manage here. Then again, that's this game in a nutshell, having to monitor everything. Why is going through the rocket parts like so dang slow? Oh god, 30 seconds, of course. Yeah, just go about making that stuff here. I'll also go ahead and like dump the blue chips in here and I'll have it make the stuff for me here. I'll just deny this here thing from having to take it here. Alright, 2 more here. And we're good. Alright. I'm gonna eat the rest of your blue chips. Alright. Now I was having to go ahead and build straight up, having to like make this here too. Oh god, the freaking... Oh jeez, now because of like all of this going on here, it's like, oof. Now this is what happens when I'm supposed to need to have like 4 lanes of freaking copper when it gets to this craziness. God, that'd be like 2 lanes of like extra copper that I could have used, and not the freaking iron gears. There was like no need for that. Holy shit. All right, it's good for the second one. Now we just need to wait having to give myself like a wait. I can actually make another one. Oh shit. Okay, now it's just now we all have to wait. Then we'll be able to make the Spidertron. And then we can go ahead and end it off there. Again, I probably should have had like some sort of animation for it. I'm clearly irresponsible. What else could we do in the time being here? Maybe figure out like where I need to go about expanding this out more. Or having to design something with grain chips involved. Yeah, because there has to be a spot having to like mega process those like green chips, I'd say. And if I had to pick a spot, probably right here. That way that there's no like long distance between these here two to go over to there, I would imagine. But right now my mind's just focused on getting that Spidertron right now. But what else can I do having to... I guess like as soon as like I got rid of the like productivity modules within all of this here, it's not really getting a lot of shit done here. Also, I had beacons surrounded the damn thing here too. I apparently have like tier 2 productivity modules. Like, what the hell? Hmm. All right, all right. I'm gonna stop being impatient and actually make the damn stuff here. So, see, efficiency, like, well, here I could have like easily requested like the tier 1s over here to my person here. Actually, get within arm's reach here. Let's see, to make that tier 3, need 5 of those efficiencies, so. There, that's speeding things up. All right, from there we get our 5th one here. Then we change it to this. There's probably lacking some blues on that one. And we just need one more from this mess. Then we can finally make the damn thing. And we're done. All right. Okay, we need the density structures. No biggie here. And boom. Finally got it. Okay, now I need to take care of some of the access that I have on me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do just a little bit of inventory cleanup. If I have time for it, that is. Alrighty, so finally the Spidertron is ours. I don't know what is like compared to me being on foot. It's slower, but I think, yeah, it has its own equipment grid on this one. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, so here's its grid. Interesting. So yeah, it supports a whole bunch of rocket launchers and shit. So if I wanted to... Oh, god damn it. Why did I do that? If I take that and I throw that on there, I don't think this is making a difference. Oh, right, because it needs to have its own little thing too to power it. Damn it, I did it again. Oh god, it feels so bad having to be slow. Ah, I see. Oh, there it goes. I don't know. This doesn't feel as fast. I mean, to pass through everything, sure. And to be safe from having to do trains. I mean, that's definitely going to be a necessity when my train network is going to be in full, being fully active and whatnot. But as of right now, I need this stuff. So that's going to have to be for next time. All right. So a bit of a slow end on that one, having just to get the frickin' Spidertron. So, but it's all done and over with. So now properly having to go ahead and resume all the train stuff for next time. And having to assign which grid gets what and how to figure that stuff out. Because, of course, we want to be able to have a much more like active sort of thing going on to make all the science and getting all that used up. And I need to find a centralized location where all the research is going to be happening and shit. Shit's going to get crazy at some point, but we'll see. But all right, that's going to be it for me today. Going to be resuming more of this here tomorrow, and well, given the time that I have, there's going to be like no time out to do anything off camera, so of course that'll be the thing for that. So let's go ahead and save. And yeah, there's going to be more tomorrow, so stick around for that tomorrow at 3. And there you have it. So, more of this. Soon. And I stretch. Ooh, my left arm. Holy shish. Ow. Alright. So, take care, everyone. See you then.